Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Pi here, or Dylan. And bro, we got like some major news on Dark Souls 2, and I know I haven't made a commentary in a long time, and I'm really sorry about that, but trust me, things will get better. But today we're playing Dark Souls, and I did this a long time ago, and I just never got around to make a commentary on it. So you're just going to be seeing some pre-recorded Dark Souls PvP of me playing with a no poise build, and that dude just got wrecked. GG, my good sir, no re. And I just got done watching EpicNameBro's impressions of Dark Souls 2, the beta, the beta impressions. And let's talk about it, shall we? First of all, something that he didn't say actually while he was talking about it was that I actually saw on the Dark Souls Facebook page was that it is coming out on March 11th, which is, yes! Fuck yes, it's coming out earlier in the month. That's fucking awesome, as always. And surprisingly, it's on a Tuesday. My friend Tig said that major video games come out on Tuesdays, and he was spot on, the fucking bastard. Anyway, I guess we can start with the first things that he talked about was that they've changed how being human and being hollow is. So basically, what he said that you want to be human all the time, because they feel like, well, basically what he said, they feel like that they made a design flaw about being hollow, because you're basically being rewarded for being a hollow, because then you couldn't get invaded. It's basically the same as playing offline, except you get to see messages and stuff. So you were basically being rewarded for being hollow. But no, now they say being human is very important, because you want to be human all the time. Because the more human you are, the more health you have. And what was it? And then when you die, you lose some of that humanity. So if you put 2 and 2 together, if you lose humanity and you get more hollow, you will lose your max HP. So yeah, you want to stay human like all the time, like max amount of human, or have your max amount of humanity, max amount of human. That sounds so stupid. And now you can get invaded 24/7. It doesn't matter if you're human or hollow. The game, basically From's making it, they don't even give a shit anymore. They're just like, you know what, fuck it, it's human or invaded all the time. GG, no re. So that's gonna be kind of harder in newcomers. Damn, I just got wrecked. And that's gonna be kind of harder on newcomers. But do not worry about that. I'm gonna skip around my notes. Don't worry about that, guys, for newcomers, because there is a new covenant for you guys. It's called the Covenant of Blue. That's not the official name, but that's basically what a producer of Bandai called it. And basically, what the Covenant of Blue is that when you get invaded, a person from the Covenant also gets summoned in to help you out to fight the invader. So that'll be really good. That'll be really good for newcomers. I think that's pretty good, especially for people who don't really want to do PvP and they just want to play the game. So I mean, or you could just, you know, play offline. They may have an offline option. I don't know. Or you could just disconnect the Ethernet cord, like ENB said. But he actually, which was kind of interesting, what I thought was that he said that there were 2 sides of the Covenant, which means the ones that get helped, and the ones that are like hold on, yeah, the ones that get helped, and the ones that do the helping. So I mean, if you're a full-on sun bro, if you love just helping bros out, this would be the Covenant for you. This would be like your best thing ever. And for newcomers, it'd be fantastic, because then even if they do get invaded, at least they will have some sort of clutch, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, some sort of clutch. So that's really good. And we are getting dedicated servers. Fuck yes. Maybe now I won't lag. Fuck done. I won't get rage mail because I lag so much. And that'll be really good. That's what the beta test is for. Fuck yes. Let's see what else we got here. There is a Dark Wraith like Covenant, or a Black Phantom, or a Hunter like Covenant, like you're seeing right now. So I mean, of course, I mean it wouldn't be Dark Souls without that, right? There are most likely going to be more Covenants. Maybe not to PvP. Maybe for something else. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, we know that there's going to be a lot more Covenants, and that's always awesome. Let's see here. Here's a big one. There are 2 different white sign sopstones. There is a smaller one, and I guess a regular one. Maybe smaller could be maybe, like, you can maybe buy those, maybe? I don't know. But, okay, basically, you put down a sign, and based on the size that you put down, the smaller, the less time you have, and the bigger, I guess, the sopstone, the more time you have. And that's right. Now when you are summoned into a person's world, you now have a time limit. I mean, I don't know if this is for blue phantoms or just for white phantoms only. But for white phantoms, you will have a time limit to help out your buddy. So, this will be kind of crappy for gankers. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, that's a big one right there. Let's see. Let me read my notes. Oh, another big thing also with the white phantoms is that if like the white phantom like kills an enemy and like just goes through the whole level, just killing all the enemies, and you're just watching there being like, oh, that's cool. I wish I could do all that. Well, guess what, guy? The more the white phantom kills the enemies in the level, the less time he's there. So, I actually really do like this new design they put in, because I think that's fantastic. Because I was trying to introduce Lucy and one of my other friends, I'll Awkward Wolf, whatever, I'll say her name, because or else she's gonna get really mad at me if I don't. I was trying to get them into Dark Souls, but I was helping them out too much, and I really felt like I guess like it was really fun at first, but I shouldn't have done it. I think I helped them out too much, because I should have got a real good feel for the game. And I think it's a really good idea, because newer players or players that need help get a more feel for the game than they did before. So I think it's a really good design choice. It helps them out, and hopefully they'll get better at the game, you know? And let's see here. Now for like the stats, or the stats and what they scale with, because there's like new types of scalings and the elemental kind of things he talked about, was that attunement now affects casting time. So now you don't have to worry about getting 45 dex for that kick plus super fast combustion combo move. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. I mean, it was still pretty good, but I mean, it's interesting of how that will be now. So now you could probably like rock a full mage with like, you don't have to worry about dex anymore. I mean, you could probably still have like a little rapier or something, I don't know. But yeah, you can rock a full mage now, and you know, with the item I've heard about, or they've talked about, restoring your castings, which that'll be really good. It'll be like, you know, a more incentive to play a full mage, which I think I might try that. I might try that for a build. I mean, it'd be pretty fun. Magic, and these were the ones that ENB wasn't sure of, and I was like, So magic and fire damage now scales with intelligence, which I'm just like, And the thing is, though, is that he said, though, it wasn't based on like intelligence, like spells or anything like that. It was weapons. So, I mean, maybe we can have, like... I mean, there were talk about lightning and poison, or fire and poison on the same weapon. So, I mean, it scales... It would scale with those, like, type of weapons' intelligence. So, I mean... I mean, just based on that alone, I mean, builds are going to be so much different. It's going to be really interesting of what people are going to come up with, and I think it'll be really cool. Let's see here. Lightning and dark elements scale with faith, which, you know, that made sense to me. Because, you know, lightning always seemed kind of, you know, like a faith thing, or like dark, which kind of reminded me of a cult. Which, yeah, I guess that'd be dark. Oh, it's kind of like a weird, like, kind of faithy. Yeah, that makes sense. And those would be probably put on weapons, definitely. Or maybe a lightning spear if we get a lightning spear, I don't know. But, the next one is poise and bleed damage scales with dex, which that would totally make sense, because, you know, it's like kind of reminded me of a ninja. You know, poison and bleed's like their forte. The next thing that he talked about was like a new stat, which I think this one is really interesting. A new stat that affects evasion and actions such as raising a shield and disabling traps. Okay, before we start just talking about this new stat, I mean, that was the one thing he just did not, like, discuss about. Traps. What the have I not been, like, using something that I could have been using this whole time? Traps? I mean, can you set up a trap on the ground and fuck someone up with it? I mean, I haven't seen those. So, traps. I'm guessing you can just put it down on the ground, and when the host or your prey walks into it, they get damaged or they get hurt in some sort of way. That sounds really fucking cool, and it'll make it a more like a hunter perspective. Like, people are probably gonna make so many, like, hunter-like builds, and I think that'll be just fucking awesome with traps. So, okay, this new stat, it affects evasion and actions such as raising a shield and disabling traps. That's interesting, because the part that kind of gets me is the most is evasion. So does this, like, is this the kind of stat that, like, raises your rolling speed, maybe? Because it said evasion, so, or maybe it makes you move faster in some sort of way, because it like heightens it up, or it makes it faster. So, I mean, could it possibly, I mean, just putting this out there, could you, like, probably put, like, maybe make it like 99 or whatever, if you can make it 99. So you could be like the speed of, like, demon souls. I mean, who the fuck? I mean, how cool would it be, like, to have, like, demon souls fucking fast? Like, you'd be running and everyone would be so slow to you. It would just be crazy. Crazy. Parries. This is kind of, whoa. Parries now have a startup. Like, before, you know, it was just, you know, press the L2 or left bumper, and, you know, bam, parry, bam. But now it's just like, kind of like, you press it, there's a startup, then wham. That's what he said anyway. And, that's interesting. So now I guess we're gonna have to work on our parry timing. So get ready for that, Peeve. And he also said that maybe parries, instead of, like, that new stat, maybe they were affected by dex. Which, yeah, that would make sense too, to be honest. Because, I mean, the more dexterity you have, pretty much the more better you are with your hands, I guess. I'm pretty sure that means what it means. And, yeah, here, let me go to my next page of notes, because I actually took about, like, a page and 2/3 of this. So, and all this isn't, it isn't everything he went over, because some of it also he went over was, like, PvE and lore. But a lot of it is just mainly, like, what affects the gameplay the most. And, oh, another thing that really caught me was, when he said he chose the warrior for when he played the beta, which I was like, okay, that's cool. But he said the first thing he did though, or one of the first things though he did, was he took off all his armor and to check if it would change the rolling speed, but it didn't. He still rolled the same way even when he was bare naked. So that's interesting, and that's what brings me back to what if that new stat makes you like roll faster, even with the less or more armor. So that, I mean, who knows about that? And you know how like all these other like Faith gets lightning and dark scales or scaling with that. Dex gets bleed and poison scaling, and you know all that's awesome. I love that. And Ego gets magic and fire. That's awesome. But what about our main bro strength? What does strength get? Because I won't lie to you, I love strength weapons. I mean, they're just a hell of a lot of fun to play with. And what does it get? Like he said that was the only thing that he didn't get, or he didn't know about, or he just didn't see it because he only spent like 2 minutes on it. Which, yeah, I mean that's understandable, of course. But what does it get? I mean, based on like what I'm thinking is maybe because strength's got to get something to make it, you know, like make it so like you want that over the other ones. Like it's got to have something, some type of benefit that makes you just want to be like, you know what, I really want to make a strength build because it has this and that. Because I mean, what I was thinking was that maybe strength could have a faster swing speed, which all in all, that'd be fucking super important right there. Like if you could swing your weapons faster, oh man, I'd make a fucking straight build. Like in no time. Maybe more direct hit damage, since direct hit damage was more into Demon Souls, but it was also kind of in Dark Souls. I haven't really took too much notice on it. Or maybe more counter attack damage. This is just, you know, me putting it out there, but maybe. I mean, it's gotta. I mean, strength just has to have. I'm sorry if I'm hitting my mic. I'm like moving my hands frantically. I did that before, but like, it's just gotta have something to put it out there with all the rest of the stats and say, hey, I'm fucking awesome too. I deserve attention too. You know, it's gotta have something. And yeah, it needs something. Other thing so is that he said when he was going down a ladder and he tried sliding down a ladder like, you know, you normally do, but instead he jumped off. So maybe sliding is gone and jumping down ladders is the future. I don't know about that. Which, I mean, yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'll tell you what, a lot of people will go to Candyland more often. Let's see here. I mean, of course, this is a no-brainer. But more likely, or most likely, shields will have, you know, different swing speeds. So, I mean, maybe there'll be a shield that has maybe the closest type of swing speed to the Dark Souls, the regular Dark Souls parry timing. Maybe, I'm sure it's gonna have a plenty startup time. So, yeah. Oh, enemies would fall down when you successfully parried them. That's interesting. Like, cause I just want to know. I just want to see how that animation looks. But also, when you parry them, it would like take a second before you could successfully achieve the parry. Like, you can't just do it instantly. Which, you know, I guess, but I guess that makes sense. But it's just kind of weird. Like, they fall on their ass, and then you just get the riposte off of them like that. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, I wonder if you can maybe do it from different angles. I doubt it. I don't know. Just putting stuff out there again. And I've ran out of videos, so I'm probably just gonna get some other stuff from my archive of videos. And let's keep talking. Some of the weapons he talked about that were coming back or that he played with was like the dagger, the long sword, And he said, I think, I don't know if there's any others, but I definitely heard the Zweihander. And I'm a big fan of quality weapons, and I fucking love me the Zweihander. And my desktop, or screensaver came off, so I'm sorry if anything happened. And I love the Zweihander, and he just said it looked awesome. I was like, it looks awesome now, of course, fuck yeah. Jumping attacks, had a startup time, or like kind of like the parries, I think, but even with that startup time, you jumped like longer, like you jumped further away, which is just like, all right, cool. I'll take that little bit of time for a longer jump, sweet. Combat felt slower. To me, this would make sense because if anyone has played Demon Souls and then gone like if you play like Demon Souls and like beat the game, you know, gone through it, and then you just went over to Dark Souls, you would notice that you're just like, why am I so slow? Like even when you're running, you're just like, I am so slow. So that would make a lot more sense. That make a lot of sense to me because it feels slower. They did that with Demon Souls, Dark Souls. Maybe to make your actions feel like they count more, which would make a lot more sense also because in like stamina recovers less quickly in Dark Souls 2 prior to Dark Souls. So that would make a lot of sense to me. I don't know about you. I mean, yeah. I mean you can always, you know, put your what you think down below in the comments. I would love to hear it. Tell me anything, even if it's like, you know, you're a piece of shit. So he said that he didn't know, but he personally felt, ENB personally felt that he had trouble with success of backstabs with different types of weapons. So I mean, what I'm thinking here is maybe the backstab window isn't that, you know, as open as it would be for like a Zweihander compared to a dagger. I mean, of course, because, you know, daggers are pretty much made for backstabs, and a Zwei is made for stun locking bitches in the face. So I mean, maybe there are different degrees of success with backstabs. Maybe like say like a dagger has like a 50% chance, and a Zwei is like 15, 20. I don't know. I mean, that's just like an example. I'm sure there will be tons of testing, tons and tons of testing on this. And like, oh, I bet you everyone's going to be testing everything as soon as it comes out. I know I'm going to be looking up everything I possibly can for it. Sticky white stuff is back. Fuck yes. I don't know why they took it out because it's just so hilarious, and it's actually not a bad buff, or not a bad buff like resin item to use because it gets the magic damage buff, which is, fuck yeah, let's do it. And he said it was a mixture between Dark Souls and Demon Souls, and also some new elements, you know, thrown in the mix. So I think that Dark Souls 2 PvE and PvP wise will be probably, maybe, I mean, I personally think it's going to be one of the best. I mean, who knows? But it's without a doubt going to be fucking amazing. So, that's about it, guys. Thanks for, you know, watching this video. Make sure to put down anything down, what you think, how you feel like about Dark Souls right now, maybe of anything I said that, like, maybe, you know, caught your attention, and be like, you know, what if like this, you know, put your ideas down below in the comments, because I absolutely love reading comments. It's like the best thing ever. And, you know, replying back to you guys, it's like the best thing ever to do as a YouTuber, is like to see those comments and reply back to them. And, you know, just to, you know, express, you know, all of our ideas and stuff, and, you know, what you think. Because we're a community, we gotta stick together, you know? And that's about all, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry I haven't been making any videos lately, but there will be videos on the way. I just need to get to that. I am focused on school at the moment and getting new video equipment, actually. So I will be getting that soon. I hope you guys enjoy the video. By the way, this is a video response from EpicNameBro's video. I'll definitely make it a video response to it. Probably down below. I don't know how the video response thing works yet, because I've never really done it before. But yeah, his baby looked adorable as adorable as hell. Adorable as cute, whatever. Adorable as hell, because he was so cute. I think she had a little mohawk. That was cute. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace, guys.